Hello, my name is Irving Alejandro Gonzalez Carrizales, and this is my presentation for coaching skills. And thank you so much for listening to me. We're going to start just with the case study. Um, this case study was basically about a company, CEO, and the committee trying to decide what to do best for the employees, if there was some commitment between them, or if there was what was going on with the company and the health of the company, the sales, the productivity, and they decided to hire this other company, this external company, and they did a survey. And this is the results of the survey according to the percentage of the answers. The employees didn't seem comfortable when talking about opportunities for work, commitment to the company, commitment to the job. Also, they didn't feel like they were getting paid enough. They, as you can see, some of the questions talk about their job, their expectations of the job, the knowledge of the job, also the how confident they were at the job and with their leader, and some other questions to talk about those different things. Let's talk about some of the possible solutions for these problems that the survey showed us. The first one that I would recommend would be communication. So the leader of the company, one of the managers, should be confident enough or have the enough experience to develop some good communication skills. The leader should be telling the employees what expectations are for them, like what is expected of an employee to do. Let's say if there is a cashier or there is someone that works for operations, they should be trained, they should know what tasks they're supposed to do each day or every week or every month. They should know how to do that, how to do those tasks, and also they should know where what the resources are for them to get information or for them to know what to do. They should know the number of tasks. They also the leader should know if there are any concerns, if the training was well enough for them to know what to do. The training should be necessary for every position so that they know what to do. There should be a timing and some of the details known for those employees so that they know actually like how to do those jobs, how to do those tasks, and also how to perform well in their position. So with all this information, the employee should know about those things. The employee should know what is expected exactly about the position. If they don't know what is expected, if they don't know all of these things, they will be like, hey, I don't know what to do. So communication in these things, in this case, is really necessary. Now, also, I would suggest feedback. The leader should pinpoint what specific behavior, attitude, or skills require improvement. And the leader, well, in this case, a big percentage of employees responding to the survey that they don't give their best effort to the work and that they don't think they get enough opportunities to work using their best skills. So the leaders should be having like one-on-one conversations, trying to not be rude, um, trying to be respectful and polite, um, trying not to be intimidating. That's the word. So the coach might begin with a question such as, "How do you think you are doing?" This question will help so that the employee will actually be taking responsibility for the question for what he is doing. The leaders also should recognize when an employee does a good job. This will help make them, basically this will make them feel important in the company, so that they feel like there is some recognition that they're feeling appreciated. So feedback is really crucial for a manager and employee. This will get them this will get employees to know like, hey, I can improve on this. Oh, hey, I'm doing good in these things. So that's what exactly what we look for in this case, for the employees to feel more committed, for the employees to know, hey, we're struggling in this, let's do our best job. Okay, now well, let's talk about listening. Sometimes leaders they give some instructions, but they don't listen. They don't know about the concerns or about the needs, the motivations, the different problems that an employee can have. The leaders need to listen to the employees and now they know their concerns. The employees may be concerned about the health insurance, or about pay, or even about the hours of work. These things basically can be fixed easily by the manager if the manager listens correctly. Employees might need some kind of help that the leader can provide, like training, maybe like they need a help in some task, or they just need a hug, or they just need to feel motivated. Leaders should know what keeps the employees motivated and what might be keeping them from working well. So by listening, by having this constant communication, as we were talking about before, uh, the employees and the leaders will have a better connection. This will make them feel more committed to the job, more committed to the company, because the survey gave us some results that the employees didn't feel engaged or motivated with the company. They felt like, hey, I'm just here for right now, but I'm gonna go for another job, for another company sometime soon. So this will make a change in this thing. Now, there might be some obstacles for the employees uh, to perform well. In the survey, there was one question that a big percentage of the employees answered like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing. Or, hey, I don't know exactly uh, about my position. I don't feel like I'm giving my best. I don't feel like I'm having enough opportunities at work. There were some questions like that in the survey. A big percentage answered actually that they don't know. There might be some obstacles. Maybe they were not trained enough, or maybe the training was a long time ago. That could be fixed by just having some more trainings. They a lot of the people, a big percentage of people felt like they were not getting paid enough. This might be maybe not the best solution to raise pay, but this could be a factor that could actually keep them motivated to, hey, I'm getting paid a little bit more. Let's improve the work. Let's say maybe I want to stay in the company. So this will for sure motivate them, but might not be the best option according to the health of the company. So I will put that one at the end, but maybe there is some obstacles like budgeting, or maybe like they don't have enough experience, so the manager can give them more experience and actually eliminate or take that obstacle of the budgeting or some other obstacles away for them, so that they just work. Um, but yeah, if the managers learn to listen, they can actually just eliminate some of those barriers, some of those obstacles very easily. Now, the empathy, as I was saying, like if they listen, if they do the job, the managers, if they know how to communicate correctly, they will be understanding more what the employee is saying or where he comes from. If they show appreciation, if they give just a gentle advice, like, hey, you can do this better, or hey, uh, let's change some of this, just the way the manager communicates, the way he phrases something can actually help the employee. Too much advice giving interferes with two-way communication, yet some advice can elevate performance. So let's keep an eye on this. Basically, just give the advice necessary. A manager needs to give the advice necessary and in a gentle manner for the employee to improve. Now, the employees showed, according to the survey, that they don't feel engaged to the company or the job. Um, Employees, when they don't feel committed to the company, there's some background or there's something that is not keeping them motivated to actually stay at the company or to perform well at the job. So managers need to pay attention to this. They need one-on-one conversations. They need to give some trainings. They need to have some factors that motivate the employees. Employees should be willing to change. Uh, this doesn't need to stay forever. I mean, the employees need to work. So the managers need to have this rush for the employees to work, have this cheering up harmony or attitude that, hey, let's do the job. To lose that commitment, it's hard to change though, that the change is lacking. For the managers, there's two of them over agreeing about the need for change. When an employee over agrees, hey, yeah, I know, I'm doing this. He might not actually change it. He's just like saying, oh, yes, 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 but he doesn't mean to change. Or when an employee agrees to change without a display of emotion, he's not feeling that he needs to change. He's just like, hey, yeah, yeah, sure. So managers need to keep an eye on those things and having them actually like saying like, yes, I want to change. I want to feel more committed. I want to actually work well. Also for managers, they need to develop some good relationships um, with employees, with even like people in accounting, even people in HR, in operations. There should be a good working environment. Developing good relationships with the among the employees for the managers would be good, so that they have this confidence, this trust, so that the employees can feel more comfortable sharing their concerns, sharing their needs, sharing even some suggestions for them to perform better. Employees will be getting closer and will feel more engaged to the manager, like, hey, let's do this because the manager actually is telling me, because the manager is actually kind of my friend. And if there are some events that they can participate more, they will feel more important and more um, committed to the company. In conclusion, there is a lot of things that they can improve, but I would say the main ones, the main ideas would be for working on commitment for the employees to actually be more committed to the company, to the manager, to the job. Training can give the knowledge, the experience necessary for the employees to perform better. The manager needs to know about like the concerns of the employees, like, hey, do you know what you're doing? Do you know what is expected? Also, participation. Training and commitment will bring more participation of the employees in the company so that they can perform better and drive better results. Communication. Communication will help the manager, the employees to be more connected, to know the concerns, to know the ideas, suggestions. Uh, they can give feedback, as we were talking about before, in a gently manner, in a way that they can feel that they can be confident, both the employee and the manager. Understanding of responsibilities that goes along with training, so that the employee can know like actually what he's doing. And yes, here's my presentation. Here's the references. Thank you so much. Hope you have a wonderful day.